Hey guys, it's me, the dude who talks, and welcome. So for today I'm going to be talking about the latest album from Mastiff called Leave Me the Ashes of the Earth, which is out now through E1 Records. So if you don't know who Mastiff are, I'm just going to lift a very small but accurate description from their Facebook page. A miserable band from a miserable city. And if you don't know what that miserable city is, it's Hull. But if you wanted me to describe their sound a bit better, I would say they're like a sludgy band with hardcore tendencies, kind of like Cult Leader, Ringworm, Full of Hell, Primitive Man, those kind of bands. So with that out the way, what did I think of Leave Me the Ashes of the Earth? Did I like it, or do I wish this album was in ashes? Let's find out. So we start off with the first song on the album, which is called The Hiss. Now this starts off with like this quiet Cult of Luna style riff with like a lot of distortion used, and there's like all this like noise going on. And it just starts off very quiet but then progressively gets louder. For me, this is like an extended intro. It really starts with the next song called Fail, which bursts wide open in the most violent way possible. It's like an assault on the ears in the best possible way. If you ever needed to know what Mastiff were about and you only had like a minute to spare, this song would be it. Fail then paves way to the couple of singles that were released before the album, Repulse and Midnight Creeper. The song Repulse sounds like a Converge song to me, dipped in sludge. But what really goes on this song is the breakdown, going to elicit a lot of moshing and headbanging. The next song, Midnight Creeper, sounds like a fast-paced descent into madness, which is helped by Jim's really distressed vocals. Also, talking about breakdowns again, what they've added to this breakdown is this kind of like I Hate God guitar squeal, which I really like, but the kicker in this song is the blast beats towards the end. They just come in hard and fast and it just sounds relentless. Songs Fail, Repulse and Midnight Creeper flow really well with each other, and that could be said for the whole album, as there's not one song that sticks out like a sore thumb. They're all equally miserable. So yeah, the album is very fast-paced in its nature, but it does delve a lot more into like sludgier territory with like the songs Futile, which has this Primitive Man influenced atmosphere. Also, I want to mention that a couple of motifs that I think Mastiff use on their albums is that one of them is they have this like long doomy song at the end of each album, and this is the case for this album with Lung Rust. Also, another motif I think is like the use of unsettling noise passages, similar to what like Full of Hell do on some of their albums. This is the case for like on Scalped and Salted, and I quite like it, and I think it adds to the theme of the album. The next thing I want to mention about, and I'm going to be very careful about this because I don't want to say that it's catchy because it's not, is the kind of hooks in like the choruses and stuff that make you want to like chant along, like for example Repulse, Midnight Creeper, and Endless have these moments where you can just chant along to the chorus. It's done really well, and I think this is a step up from the previous album, Plague as well, which had moments like that as well. Another point I want to mention on this album is the better production. I think it really works in the favour. I feel like the sound is a bit clearer, so you get like a better ear into the sound, as like the dun-dun sound much heavier, the riffs feel more monstrous, and the vocals just sound better as well. Well, yeah, it's not as grimy as Plague, which might be a bad thing, but I think it just works really well in the favour. And one thing I want to note is that I feel like the band have been pushed to the limits on this album. So, yeah. So, any nitpicks? Not really. I do wish the opening track, The Hiss, which feels like an extended intro, was cut down just a little bit, personally speaking. So now on to my overall opinion, and as you could probably tell that this is going to be a positive one. So Plague was one of my favourite albums of 2019, and I've taken what was good about Plague and made it better with Leave Me the Ashes of the Earth. While it does feel a little bit like Plague 2.0, and that is definitely not a bad thing, as it shows they're sticking to their guns and delivering what they do best, which is misery-fueled heaviness. The album is really lean, without too much fat. There's no filler tracks on this record, and it gives a great insight into their sound. So yeah, go pick it up. Go. So that was me talking about Leave Me the Ashes of the Earth by Mastiff. Have you picked this album up yet? Please let me know what you thought about it down below in the comment section. Like always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me out. I just want to plug a couple of things. Obviously my socials, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm including links to them should you wish to give that a like and a follow, and that would be greatly appreciated. Also, I've set up a Buy Me a Coffee page, so if you're feeling generous and wanting to donate some money this way, feel free to do so. And that is it from me. I've been the dude who talks. You guys are fucking awesome as always. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you soon.